What if I say you can draw this entire illustration in just 5 steps using three color, that is the shade of purple and a black and some neon lights. Let's get straight into it. We're starting off with the resolution of 2080 into 2860, and we are going to start with our base, painting the sky. We're using coarse watercolor to add the color shade of purple and a lighter shade of purple. This is clearly inspired by a Pinterest post, and I'll make sure to tag if you guys know who the real artist is. We are just making it more in a digital illustration, and now we are using blending brush to roughly blend across from top to bottom, because this is one of the most easiest sky I have painted so far. There is no such thing as complication. We are just using the coarse watercolor and blending brush to make this entire sky illustration. Now we are moving on to drawing some houses. So imagine this as a Halloween theme or something out of scary movies. And we are just using fountain pen, and with the help of freehand, I'm just going to give a rough outline as a thatched house or a roof based house. And also we are going to add one big building here. So it's just like a castle, or you can also think as a noble or lord house here. So you just use your freehand. I'm not using anything with the help of draw style or symmetry whatsoever. Just take your sweet time. Now it may look ugly, but once you fill and blend it across, it will actually give the image of a house in a neighborhood. And just make sure to use different layer for different set of house. Once you are comfortable with it, you can just blend both the layer, merge both the layer, and with the help of a blending brush from artist column, you can slowly start blending the edge of the illustration. Now that we have filled both the layer, I'm just going to merge the layer and make it one, and at the same time we are using the blending brush, and make sure to follow the size, flow and strength of the brush when you're going to blend this across, because I'm using Apple Pencil 5th Gen and iPad 6th generation. It depends upon the pressure of your stylus. If you're using any other Redmi or Samsung tab, it will be a different pressure for your stylus or pencil in that scenario. So make sure you start blending the edge, because I don't want the rough edge of the illustration. We just have to make it look like the houses are at a distance, or it is not the main object of the illustration. For us, it will be the lamp, tree, and that two element will be the main part of this illustration. So we are just going to slowly smother around the edges, making it look as pleasing as possible. And also at the same time, we don't have to spend a lot of time here. For me, the entire illustration took around 20 to 25 minutes, and of course these are all in 2x speed. So make sure to take your sweet time while you illustrate, because illustration is all about having fun, giving the peace of mind and relaxation which you are looking in a very ongoing days. So once I'm done blending, we are going to go straight off to adding a new layer for our tree layer. Just make sure once you are done blending this across, make sure to add a new layer. We are going to use fountain pen to just roughly draw around the edges, and also here I'm adding a layer of grass which I use camo, and post that I'm adding a new layer for the tree itself. We are going to use fountain pen as the thick branch of the tree. Once we are done with the branches, we are going to use the help of rough ink to add those tiny branches from the tree. So imagine this as a tree as the main object of this illustration, and then we just use freehand to add those curvy lines of the branches from the tree. Once done, we are going to add a new layer beneath the tree layer to add the leaf, because I want the branch to be much visible, not the leaf. So we are going to use signature ink to add those leaf in the tree. Okay, I'm just going to use the darker shade of blue. If you want, you can use the darker shade of purple also. It depends. I just want the leaf to be a little bit visible, at the same time not the center of attention. And once done, I'm going to lower the opacity of the current layer, and we are going to hop on to our next element, that is to draw
Take
a
your
lamp.
sweet time to illustrate, because there is nothing in hurry in whatever you're doing. Once if you're able to finish this entire illustration, tag me in your Instagram post, because I'll be happy to share it with my story, and also in my weekly newsletter. If you have not subscribed, please make sure to give a subscribe, because every Saturday we are sending off our free newsletter from our inbox to your inbox, and it is always about motivating you for the upcoming week, and also keeping keeping in mind of what happened behind the scene of illustrating certain illustration. And it is kind of fun way of understanding a person behind the channel or the illustrator, what's happening through their life. And once here we have almost done adding the light, I'm going to add the shadow of light in the lamp. We have used glow neon pen to add those glow effect in the lamp, and then we have added a new layer beneath the lamp layer and increase the size of the brush and then reduce the opacity once we add those one dot. And of course you can add any version of the lamp rather than circle, like a square, like a hexagon, it's up to you, but I felt like this kind of bring the entire image together. Now we are using the help of glow pen to actually add the tiny light in the tree. I should have done this in the tree layer, but I felt like it is much more appealing if I do it now. Otherwise, while we are illustrating lamp, this will take away your attention of those sparkly branches. Just make sure to add those tiny dots along the way, follow the branch line and just add as you go by. And hope you're enjoying this illustration so far. If so, make sure to comment down below which bit did you enjoy. Is it the tree, the lamp, or the house? I'll be happy to comment. Also, if you have any references of the illustration, I'll be happy to illustrate in future for you, because there's so many upcoming illustration. I usually go through Pinterest or Google for that matter, take out my inspiration and save it for future so that I can draw it for you all and we can have a fun time illustrating, because this is the most precious time in the day where you give yourself to illustrate what you really want to do. Now we are into the crow layer and we are using drawing to actually give a tick and then a right, and then we are just going to fill up the crow, and also we are going to add one more, and then we are going to copy and paste the rest. Hope you have enjoyed this entire tutorial. Make sure to like, share and subscribe. Also share this along with your artist friend. If you're new, thank you so much for subscribing. If you're existing one, thank you for supporting. As always, make sure to enjoy your day. Each and every day is special. Nothing is same. Every day we have this unique happening around us. So cherish those little moments and enjoy every bit. As the Saturday, as weekend is coming in, we have our newsletter coming tomorrow. See you all there. Till then, take care. Bye bye.